What's up, divas and gents? Welcome back to my channel, Diva in the 8th Ranch. It's your girl, Nilla. So guys, as you can tell by the title of the video, today I am making banana pudding. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you guys will know that this is my second banana pudding video. The first video was the Not Your Mama's recipe, and today I'm giving y'all my recipe. Diva recipe, okay? This is the way your girl do her banana pudding. Now, the good thing about this banana pudding that I love so much is that I kind of tweaked it. I'm giving y'all that old school flavor, but the new school way, much easier. So it's 2021, y'all. Why make things harder when you can make it easier and still get the old school taste? Look, I don't know, y'all. You can't top that, okay? So guys, before I jump into the recipe, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you have already subscribed into my new subscribers, hey y'all, thanks for subscribing to your girl channel. Don't forget to turn on your post notification bell. Give me a thumbs up if you're rocking with my video. And feel free to leave me a comment down below. I don't bite. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into the ingredients. Come on, y'all. When I tell y'all this banana pudding is nothing to play with, it's so delicious, it's gonna have you craving it. And the funny part is, for like the past year, I've been making the Not Your Mama's recipe, and 2 weeks ago, something just came over me and I had a taste for the old school banana pudding. Oh my goodness, y'all, it was so good, it was bomb, y'all. And as you can see, I'm back again, 2 weeks later, making it again, y'all. It's so good. But let me get into the ingredients, okay? So you guys will need 2 packs of the cook and serve pudding now. The cook and serve. Make sure you don't get the instant, and this is vanilla. And don't worry, y'all, of course I will drop the ingredients down below. Y'all know I always do. You will also need 1 pack of the banana cream pudding, okay? Now the banana cream pudding is instant, okay? So make sure that's instant. Okay. You will need some vanilla flavor, and you will also need banana extract. So vanilla and banana flavor. Sound like a tongue twister. Okay, condensed milk. 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. You will need some regular whole milk. Okay. 1 tub of Cool Whip. So 1 tub of Cool Whip. Some sugar, a regular granulated sugar. 2 boxes of Nilla wafers. I always get 2, okay? So 2 boxes of Nilla wafers, and I have about 4 bananas, okay? And that's it, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the stove, and we're gonna start whipping up this pudding. First, I'm starting off with 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'll be adding that to the bottom of my pot, followed by my sweetened condensed milk, and I will be adding in just a little bit over half of can. So once you get to half can, just add a little bit more. All right, so that's about how much I used, y'all. Now I'm adding in my whole milk. I'm adding in 5 cups of milk instead of 6. I like to use 1 cup less than what the pack says because I like my pudding a little bit thicker. So 5 cups of milk. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and whisk up that milk, the sweetened condensed milk, and the sugar. I even like to tilt my pot just to make sure that most of the sugar is mixed in. All right, guys, so now we're adding in the pudding. So I'm starting off with 2 packs of the vanilla cook and serve pudding. So this is the first pack that I'm adding in. And you want to make sure you get everything out those packs, y'all. We using it all up. So this is the second pack that I'm adding in. So 2 packs of the vanilla cook and serve pudding. Next, I'm adding in the banana cream pudding, and this is the instant pudding. So I'm only adding in half of the pack. Half is good enough for me because the banana cream pudding has a strong flavor, and I don't want it to overpower everything, and you know, you just taste straight banana. Next, I'm adding in the vanilla extract, and it's 1 teaspoon of that. And I'm also adding in the banana extract, and that's a half a teaspoon. The banana extract is pretty strong too, y'all. It has a strong flavor, so you don't need much. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Now I'm going to whisk everything up, and then I will taste it to see how it's tasting, y'all. So after I tasted it, guys, I decided to add in 1 tablespoon of sugar. I think it needed to be a little bit more sweeter, and I'm adding in a little bit more of vanilla flavor, just a splash, y'all. I normally don't measure, so I'm just trying my best to give y'all these measurements so it can come out just like mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and whisk that up. So from here on out, you guys will see me using this soup ladle spoon, and I will explain to you why in a minute. First, let me taste this mixture, y'all. And it's bomb. That tablespoon of sugar and that splash of vanilla was everything. So once you're satisfied with your flavor, you want to turn your stove up to a high heat. Now here's where it gets tricky, y'all. Once you turn your stove up to a high heat and your pudding starts to smoke and it gets hot, you want to immediately turn it down to a medium heat and continue to stir your pudding until it thickens up. So don't go sit down, y'all. You will be standing up stirring this pudding until it gets thick. Now once it starts to thicken up, a little bit of the pudding will stick to the bottom of the pan. That's fine, but you just don't want it to scorch. So that's why I'm using this soup ladle. What am I talking about, y'all? This is why I'm using this soup ladle spoon, because the bottom is smooth and I don't have to worry about digging up any of the burnt pudding. So just make sure you don't scrape the bottom of the pot. Now, once your pudding thickens up, this is exactly how you want it to look, guys, okay? This is the consistency that you're looking for. Once your pudding looks like this, you can then remove the pot from the stove and let it cool down. See how it's nice and thick and it's not runny? I just want to show you guys the consistency. Look at that. And see how it sticks to the spoon? That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. All right, so the pudding is good to go. So I'm just going to remove it from the stove, y'all, so it can cool down. And I'm just going to mix it up a little bit before I pour it in the bowl. All right, so I'm pouring my pudding in, and be sure to get all your pudding out, y'all. Do not leave none behind. You know, don't scrape it though, because you don't want the, the pudding that's stuck to the bottom of the pot. We don't want the burnt pudding, just the good pudding. All right, so that's that. Now I'm going to just whisk it up a little bit to remove any lumps so it can be nice and smooth before I cover it up. You always want your pudding to be smooth. So I'm taking some saran wrap and I'm just going to cover it up, guys, and I will place this in the refrigerator for about 40 to 45 minutes until it's cold. So after 40 minutes, my pudding has cooled down some. It's not cold, but it's not hot. You just don't want your pudding to be hot, because once you add the Cool Whip in, then it will melt. So once you remove your pudding from the fridge, you probably will have like a little film over your pudding. I normally just remove that layer. That way underneath you will see the nice soft pudding. Now if you don't remove the layer, then your pudding will just be a little bit more lumpy, and you probably will have to whisk it up to get the lumps out. So I started off with 2 serving spoonfuls of Cool Whip, and now I'm adding in a little bit more. Now this is to your liking. It depends on how thin you want your pudding. I like my pudding a little thick, but I also love the flavor and the fluffiness that it adds to the pudding. So this is good enough for me, guys. See that texture? Oh, nice and creamy. All right, guys, here goes the fun part. So now you want to start layering. First, you want to start off with your pudding in the bottom of your baking dish, and you want to add an even amount and just smooth it out. Now, once you add your pudding, you want to then go in with your cookies, and I love cookies. The more cookies, the better for me. So I like to get about 4 cookies in each row, y'all. You want to keep them nice and close. Next, you want to add your bananas, and I like to cut my bananas as I go because bananas turn brown so quick. So I cut them as I go. So I'm adding my bananas, and you can add as many bananas as you want or as little as you want. I like a medium amount of bananas, so that's good enough for me. So now you're starting all over again. You're adding your pudding on top of the bananas, and you want to just smooth that out. And make sure you have pudding around the edges of your bowl. You don't want any missing spaces. Now I'm lining the bowl with vanilla wafers, and when you line the bowl, you want to make sure you push them down, okay, all the way to the bottom. The more cookies, the better, y'all. I just cannot get enough of these cookies. So now I'm going back in, adding my cookies on top of the pudding. And as you can see, guys, it's very easy. You're pretty much just repeating yourself. And I normally get about probably like 4 layers in. You just want to make as many layers as you can until you use up all the pudding. And if you have a small space and you can't get a cookie to fit, guys, you can just cut it in half just like I did and place it right there. So I added more bananas. Now I'm going to top that off with more pudding, and I will continue to repeat these same steps until I'm all done, okay? And I will be back in just a minute to show you guys. So my top layer is all done, and you want to always make sure that you finish off with vanilla wafers. So now I'm adding some Cool Whip. Now this is optional, but don't skip this step unless you don't like Cool Whip. But trust me guys, it tastes so bomb, especially when the Cool Whip gets nice and cold in the refrigerator. It kind of gives you that feeling like you're eating ice cream on top of banana pudding, and it's just bomb, guys. It's everything. So this is how it should look, you know, not too much, but a nice medium layer. Now I'm going to add some vanilla wafers on top. So I'm just going to take a few handfuls and place them in a Ziploc bag, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and close it and just, you know, flatten it out a little bit. And I'm going to take my rolling pin and smash these babies up and kind of like rolling them at the same time, guys. So you want to smash them up real good, you know, not too much, but this is good enough for me. So now I'm just going to take a few handfuls and just sprinkle them right on top, guys. And that's that. The banana pudding is all done. Now I'm just going to place it in the fridge for about an hour so it can get nice and cold, and I will be right back, guys. Check it out. So I had to let y'all see this up close and personal. This looks so amazing, guys. Oh, I cannot wait to taste it.
All right, divas and gents. So I have let my banana pudding chill for a little bit, and it's ready, y'all. Don't it look so good? I know y'all think it look good, and it looks so pretty. I don't even want to mess it up, but unfortunately, your girl got to taste it, so we're going to have to dig in. Ooh, y'all hear that little crunch on top? I'm not gonna get too much because I still have to eat my dinner and I don't want it to curb my appetite. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Man, oh man, y'all. Now I have to be extra and add some Ready Whip on top. More Cool Whip, okay? So I'm just gonna do a little squirt. Just like that. Ooh. And a little cookie, 1 Nilla wafer on top. Oh my goodness, y'all, this looks so good. All right, y'all, I'm finna go in. I'm going in, y'all. Let's see, it smells so good. All right. Now this is what you call a banana pudding, y'all. This banana pudding is so bomb, divas and gents. Like, it tastes so good, guys. That old-fashioned flavor, like, it reminds me of how my grandmother used to make it, but she used to make her custard from scratch. But it kind of gives you a little bit of that same type of taste, but like I say, with the cook and serve and new school way, guys. And it's like I took that recipe, it started with my grandmother, then it went to my mom, and now it's to me. We all put that little twist on it, y'all, and it tastes so good. But anyways, the flavor is amazing, guys. That banana cream pudding that I added to it gives it a kick. It adds in a little bit more of the banana flavor, and then that mixes in with the bananas, y'all. And I'm telling you, woo, it is so good. OMG. And the Nilla wafers on top, when they get a little soft but yet crunchy, y'all know what I'm talking about. It is bomb, guys. That is bomb. Now, if you tasted the Not Your Mama's recipe, drop a comment down below and let me know which one y'all like better. I don't know now. Diva recipe up there. It's up there, y'all. It tastes good. So let me know which one you guys like best. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, y'all, because that is it, okay? So y'all already know what time it is. I will see y'all back with another bomb recipe. And most importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the banana pudding if you make it. So let me know what you think about it. Later, y'all.